Today's video is my April update for Pan That Palette Hit Pan Project Pan. Pan. How I'm working this project is I am picking some palettes out, starting with my oldest palettes that I have in my collection. And I'm just working through the palette, trying to hit pan at least on one shade. And then once I hit pan on that palette, I could either roll in something new or continue to work on that. As of last month, I had hit 4 pans in my various palettes that I had picked out for that month, with giving me a total of 10 pans that I've hit in my shadows as of January. I'm also working on a couple of other projects that are palette related or eye palette related. And as of last month, I want to say I have an additional 3 shadows that I've hit pan in. So if you just add up everything all together so far, because my thing was to try to hit pan in 22 shades since we're in 2022. And as of last month, I am in, I believe it's been last month, 13 pans out of 22. So I'm doing really good. I am loving every project that I'm participating in. I'm noticing that I'm getting in more projects than I had set out to, but it really is. It's addicting, and it's a way for me to work through all my stuff, which is obviously a huge part of why I'm doing this. So to get going in this update, I had picked out 3 palettes. The first one was the Anastasia Beverly Hills Catwalk, and I will show and put up a picture of what it looked like in my intro. Again, my goal is just to hit pan in one of the shadows. I do try to use all the shades, but because I am getting involved in more eye palette type of projects, even like I'm throwing in now some singles and stuff like that, my focus is really not to hit, each shadow at least once. I mean, I would like to, but my focus is really just to hit pan in a shade. I do try, like I said, to move around a little bit, but some of these shades, again, I haven't touched. But this is what it looks like now. So hopefully you can see in this shade right here, which is the mauve shade. There we go. I have a nice big dip in it. And this was my focus shadow. I was trying to do this one or this like peachy pinky shimmer shade right here. I did use this a couple of times, but obviously this was more of my focus. I needed a matte. This is a really pretty transition shade for me right now, and so I knew this is what I was going to be going really more towards. So that is what this looks like right here. And the shadows worked really well. It didn't have, too much of a problem. I'm noticing, and again, it could be because my shadows are older. I do have to build them up quite a bit. I think I had to build them up more than I would have to if I used them years ago. But I did use these 2 shades. I did use this a few times, and I believe I used this once or twice. These 3 right here, I didn't use at all, as well as I don't think I used this one. But this one looks like it has a little bit of something in there, so I don't know, I might have used that one. But obviously, this was my biggest focus point, so that's what I went with. So that is that, and so we're moving this one out for sure. The next palette was the Cargo Let's Meet in Paris, and I'll show a picture of what it looked like before. And in this one, I was trying to, or my focus shades when I first talked about it, was that there were like 2, like there was a golden and like a copper shade, Eiffel Tower and Creme Brulee. And those were what I was first initially drawn to when I first saw the palette. But as you can see, I didn't hit pan in those at all. What I hit pan was in Macaron, or Macaroon, however you pronounce it, and this purple shade here, Madame. And so, that's obviously very exciting because I was only focusing or trying to hit pan in one, and I hit pan in 2 shades. And I will say, like I mentioned in another video, that these shadows, I believe, from when I was using them, they performed much better than the other palette that I was using in the Level Up. That one was, this one was Let's Meet in Paris. That one was the Northern Lights, I believe. I don't know. These just performed really, really nice, and I really enjoyed using this palette. So that is what this one is looking like. I did use these shades, I think, once or twice. I think I used this Baguette as a topper. I want to say, because I really do should make better notes because I really do forget. I want to say I used Croissant once, but everything else I didn't touch. So that is what this looks like. And so this will be rolling out. And I will post pictures of some looks. I think I did 4 pictures that I could post. And the last palette was from Too Faced. It was a few of my favorite things. And again, I'll show a picture of what it looked like before. And in this one, I pretty much already knew that the shade I would be going for would be Cream Color Ponies, because it was just like a very cream, like matte shade. And I also was looking at this bluff down here. Oops. But I will show you, so I was talking about this one, which this is the one I knew I would hit pan in. I used this to set my primer, as well as I used it to, when I needed to lighten up, my look. And this was the other one, Bluff, which is a beautiful shade, and I did use it once at least, if not twice, but I believe it was definitely once. But again, my focus was here, so that's what I did. And I did use a couple of other shadows. I used the Snowflakes. I did use Woollen Mittens and Chocolate Milk once. I did use Taffy, this pinky shade right here. But yeah, my focus was basically that. And so I hit pan, so that is pan number 4. So for this month and in this project, I've hit 4 shades. And I cannot be more excited about that. Very, very excited. So now moving on for the month of May, I'm putting all these back, these 3 palettes back, and I'm bringing out some new ones. Again, I'm going with my older palettes first. I am being more selective when I'm going through my my palettes. I do have all my palettes listed. It's probably, I think, the only thing that I actually did inventory of, like, when I came back, because it's dates and stuff that I already had. So I do have a list that I'm working off of, but I am being more selective because I am doing other projects. So I'm still going off of my older palettes, but I might be skipping like a palette, that just maybe if it has like too many shimmers, or like the palette that was really supposed to be up right now, which I'm not doing because I am doing the Get Baked project pan. And so I have a lot of those baked moon dust shadows from from Sephora. But my next one was supposed to be, I think, the Laura Geller 20 baked shadows. So I didn't pick that one because I want to focus on the shadow that I'm working in on that project. So I did skip that, and so I picked a couple of different ones, 4 different ones. So the first one is by Sigma, and this is in Smoke Screen. And I will see how it wasn't really ever used. I know, I have to laugh at this because it's so sad. But this is basically what it looks like. And you can see that I basically swatched, I think, these 2 shades and this lavender, lilac lavender shade. Everything else, I think it was just a swatch. I don't even think I've even used this. So this is my starting point. I've already decided that I want to go ahead and hit pan in this shade, or this is going to be my focus shade. Either this or this one right here, this purple one. But I really am more wanting to focus on this one. It's a color I haven't panned yet, or try to hit pan yet. So I really want to focus on that. And I am trying to do it where I pick a different shade. I don't want to keep picking the same colors. I know on some of them it's been like that cream shade, and it's just because I either need it or it's easy for me to use. And because I'm working in several, palettes, I don't mind that part of it, but like I don't want to always like do a purple. I don't always want to do like, obviously I'm doing the 50 Shades of Green, so I have like a good amount of green. So like in these palettes that I'm doing outside of that, I don't want to try to use green at all because I have that going on something else. So I am trying to be, again, picking out different colors and shades that I want to hit pan in. So for this one, it is this color right here. It reminds me of, without swatching it, and I haven't actually seen it in so long, but it reminds me of the Makeup Geek shadow. I think it was like called like Poolside, but it's a beautiful aqua, blue. Very, very pretty. The next palette that I chose was by Too Faced, and it's the a la mode Eyes. And this is what it looks like right here. Sorry if it's too reflective, but here is my intro for what this looks like. And I'm wanting to focus, and again, this one I'm not really sure about. I'm just going to have to play with it. I would say definitely none of these. That's going to be a no for me. One, they're just too large, and two, I don't want to do a very light shimmer shade. I want to do something, with one of the colors. So when I first initially was looking at it, I was thinking like maybe this one, or maybe this color right here, this shade right here. So this is Monaco. This is De l'Amour. I hope I'm saying all those right. Or even this one, this Jardin. I don't know if you say Jardin or Jardin. But yeah, either one of those are probably going to be my focus. That Jardin is a nice peachy shade. But again, I am working on a couple of peachy shades in another project. So this Monaco is a really pretty color. I might actually, it's a very, very bright pink. I might go with that one. But again, I'll see when I'm playing in it. So hopefully you can see this is the Jardin, this is the Monaco, this bright pink color, and this like bluish shade is De l'Amour. So one of those. Next one is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar. And I will show a picture. Hopefully, I keep saying show a picture. I'll show you the palette without blinding you. So this is what my starting point is. So as you can see, I already had head pan here. So I am not even using that one at all. I don't want to use that one at all since I've already hit pan. The one that I'm probably going to be using is going to be this pink shade right here. I think it will be a nice transition shade or to lighten up any harsh lines. So I'm saying for right now, this is probably the shade I'm going to go with. And it already has a good little dip in it. So it's a very baby, I don't know if you can even see that. It's a very baby pink. But yeah, hopefully, let me see if again, hopefully you can see that there is a dip in there. So that is that one. And the last one, I did pick out 4, is the Lorac Pro 2. And again, I believe other than really swatching, this one hasn't been used. So this is what my starting point looks like with this. And first glance, this is another one where I'm not really sure yet which one I want to focus on. But when I first looked at it, this navy shade is really, really pretty. Ooh, that is like really deep dark blue. But I mean, I think that would be pretty like either in the outer V to darken up the outer V, or under the lash line, or even use as an eyeliner. So that's what I was thinking about with that. Or, I don't know, like Nectar, this would be another really pretty transition shade for me. But I want to try to do something different. This is more like a peachy, mauvey shade. So I don't know if that one, or This chrome looks really pretty. It looks like a cool toned like pewter. And this one is a satin. I have no idea where to put this on me. Hopefully you can see that. So yeah, so I don't know. I'm thinking either the blue, this nectar shade, or maybe this chrome. But who knows? I might come back and I don't know. I hit pin on that one. Who knows? But yeah, those are my picks. That's where I'm at. I again loving. I have not been bored, frustrated, or anything with any of these projects. They've been really, really helpful, very motivating, and stuff like that. I love obviously watching everybody else's stuff, especially with the painting the eyeshadows. Anything eyeshadow related or eye palette related, I love. But yeah, if you're doing this project or, you know, any version of this, you know, type of a pan that palette, please let me know if I'm not already following you. And again, if you're not on social media, but you want to pan some things, just put it down below and let me know what you're working on. And that is it. I will be back in a month with some, hopefully, at least 4 new pans to show you, or 4 new hit pans to show you. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe and comment down below. Give me a thumbs up, ring the bell, all that other stuff. But that's it. Until next time, I hope you guys are having a blessed day. Bye, guys. Mwah.